On today. Pretty excited about this stream. We're doing live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Pretty excited to have everybody on. And if you want to switch, well, no, don't switch the camera yet. But we've got a special guest today with the stream. It's a bucket full of money. And let's be honest, guys. The real reason that you watch me isn't because of the high class education. Well, some of you watch me because of the high class education, because you want to learn about real estate and how to buy your own laundromat or car wash, but you're more interested in stacks of delicious money. And in today's stream, we're going to go and count what we did at the laundromat since Friday-ish. I say ish because we've been down to the laundromat once or twice. It's a situation where we've had some weird things go on at the laundromat. Shay and I got kind of like not stalked, but we had a really skeevy guy at the laundromat today kind of eye us while we were doing the collection. It's probably one of the most busy collections we've had. We had 3 or 4 people there doing laundry. We had drop-off service. We started doing commercial drop-off, which is super cool. We made some money that way with commercial drop-off. And then we had to look at a house to potentially buy. It's one of Sean deal where, he lets me get into his deals a lot of times. And we went and took a look at it, and just kind of interesting. So we'll start off the stream how I do a lot of them. Let me know where you're from, guys. We've already had a couple people check in. I want to see who is the farthest away. Let me know where you're from, state and or country. So I've already seen one person check in. My name is Jack on YouTube, has checked in all the way from Scotland, which I'm super, super excited about, especially since I found out how much of my ancestors are from Scotland. But let me know where you are from. We've got a lot of people watching the stream today, about 175 on Facebook. I need to get the money out again just to motivate you to stay with the stream, because we're going to go through, we're going to see how much money the laundromat made. We're going to talk about buying a laundromat. We're going to talk about buying car washes, investment real estate, and we're going to just do a normal stream, I guess. Am I going to buy, Justin Vasquez asks, am I going to buy car washes soon? I would love to buy some more car washes soon. So, Shay and I had a very interesting day. We went to the laundromat. We went and looked at some rental property. We went and looked at a trashed house. Those videos will be on the internet very soon. My name is Jack. My ancestors are Scottish. Yes, they were. So, Palm Beach County, Florida. I was there this May. Very cool. You're chiming Without Limits is chiming in from Kansas City, Missouri. So that's super cool. I got to keep my clickbaity money on screen because, well, it boosts engagement. So let's be honest about it. So if you have questions, my DMs are open on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, the easiest way to get a hold of me, generally speaking, you can DM me on Facebook or Instagram. It would be super cool if the YouTube algorithm people, the people that are in charge of that, would open up DMs for creators. That'd be super cool too. Bangor, Maine, cool. San Pedro, California. Illinois, Chillicothe, next to Chillicothe, Illinois. That is super cool. Basel, Switzerland. Wow, we got somebody all the way from Europe checking in on Facebook. Swindon, UK. Dallas, Texas. Illinois, another person from Illinois. Andre Fritz has asked me the first business-related question that I've at least seen. Should you buy an established business or start a business? I look at both. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk, read your comments, and we're going to do what I have to do right with my big machine being counted down. If you want to switch to the mobile feed super quick. We've got to do this super quick. We've got to organize the money. And we're going to go through because to do the right count, we've got to organize the money. So it'll be like a podcast where I answer your questions, and we'll talk, and I will hopefully organize this money in a very good way. So Kalamazoo, Michigan, Arizona, very cool. Half-Baked Gaming is coming in from here in Ohio. Kansas, cool. Oh, hey, our first 20. We did, I actually got covered by the local newspaper, the Chillicothe Gazette. They came out, and the one girl, I let her do the money collection. The reporter, I let her do a money collection from my laundromat, and she just couldn't believe that someone would come in and do laundry with a $20 bill. And I said, yeah, people do laundry with a $20 bill because my biggest machine is $9 per cycle. So if you don't go to a laundromat, it's hard to figure out what laundromats make money-wise. Oh, there's 2 in a row. Cool. So that's the one interesting thing I find about business. If you aren't out there looking for business, you have no idea how much things cost. Like, it's very interesting. 2 months ago, I did a shopping spree at a food wholesaler with plans to add another vending machine. Did I implement it? I'm waiting on a guy to redo the locks. The person that I was relying upon to do the locks there and redo my vending machines at the car wash never got to him. So I've had to hire another company, and they're supposed to be there, I guess, in the next week. I supposedly before a super special gigantic YouTube guest comes. Oh, another person. Oh, sorry, a person from Sweden, Gothenburg, Sweden. So that's super cool. And we got a couple more California people, Denver, Colorado. That's awesome. I am 4 hours from where I live. Okay, 4 hours from where you live. So I don't know too many places I can't get to in the state of Ohio in 4 hours. Maybe you're driving really slow, because I can be up to like Toledo and Lake Erie pretty quick. Do we have anybody on Twitch? I'm looking on the stream. Do we have anybody on Twitch today? That'd be super cool if we were. I might click on that really quick. Miami, Florida. Very good. So if you have questions, I'll try to answer them as a part of the stream. But right now we are organizing our money. We've got a really nice mobile camera here. So when we start the money collection, we'll do it. And then what we will do is we will implement the collection we do in one of the next videos that we upload. I like doing these live so you guys can kind of document and see that, the money is not fake. I've had the opportunity to buy counterfeit money from some very shady. Holy crap. Look at all these 20s, guys. Look at this. Holy crap. Oh, this must be the new changer pile, because it sorts my 20s for me. That's so cool. You live 45 minutes from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I can be the Pro Football Hall of Fame in under 3 hours. So, have I ever looked into cleaning businesses? Yes, I have. They're super good. Culane, United Kingdom. Yeah, it's cleaning businesses. Guys, everybody asks me, what business should I get into, Brandon? And it's hard for me to tell you what business you have to get into based on where you live. But the purpose of running a business is to provide a good, meaning a product or a service, to somebody who has a need, or, really good business provide a need or a want or a need to a lot of people. So if people need their house cleaned, that's something you can provide to them. And I think there's a huge value in that. House cleaning, commercial cleaning, absolutely. Some of you guys might not know this, but when my dad's trucking business was doing absolutely terribly, my mom started cleaning office buildings, and my brother and I for years helped her clean office buildings, and we did pretty good. Honest assessment on how to get started on, and insight on profit and loss. I do almost weekly profit and loss breakdowns for people on my community at investmentjoy.com. We're actually going to go and do some due diligence paperwork on commercial real estate after I turn off the stream. On my insiders group, we talk about a lot of things that we can't talk about publicly. Like if I want to look at a property, we'll throw it up on the auditor's website and we'll actually tear the deal down. So if that's something you want to do, like on streams, please consider investmentjoy.com, because it's just, there's things I can't do publicly. I will get in so much trouble if I start rattling off addresses and where people live. Eric Davis sent some stars. Cool. You own a cleaning business and it's a slow process, but definitely pays off. Yes, very cool. Big thing is get your marketing on lock and make sure that you are doing a good job when it comes to marketing yourself and providing value to your clients. If you provide value to your clients, you'll do fine. If you are not providing value to your clients, it's going to suck. You'll be hiring Danny D'Angelo. You already got his course. Your thoughts? Danny's a very good guy. He is very good at negotiating leases. That is like, I keep wondering why. I've said this to his face too, so it's not like I'm talking around behind his back. But I keep asking him why he only does laundromat negotiations. I would love to see him on like a strip mall or some other type of location like that. What do I think of a full-service car wash versus self-serve? I know guys that are making millions and millions and millions of dollars a year on full-service car washes. It's employee heavy, and If you guys have watched me, you would know that I struggle with the employee thing. I'm trying to figure that out. If I can crack that nut when it comes to figuring out how to get good residual full-time employees, I would totally do it. It's just something that I'm not good at. I'm pretty decent with paid contractors. How much have I made in total? So social media, I'm guessing around 600,000-700,000. Well, this is gross, not net. 600,000 to 700,000. Real estate, oh gosh, I would say 4 or 5 million on real estate. Probably more than that. Probably 5 or 6 million in real estate. I'd have to really sit and think about real estate. Laundromat so far, 150, 160K. We'll see. We just started opening up commercial laundry at our facility, which is super cool. I think that is going to almost double our revenue. Just because our first batch of laundry we did, it boosted sales one day by $275. So have I looked into owning 24/7 fitness center? A little bit. So there we go. We already answered the Danny question. Have I paid off the laundromat debt yet? How long do I expect it to take? I probably will never pay it off. I don't know if you guys understand how depreciation works. I go over it a lot on my private calls and private coaching and stuff. The thing is with depreciation, if you know how to harvest it, yes, you stay in debt, but you can lower your tax liability by an insane amount. So can I define commercial laundry? So we've got a guy. He has a ring of Airbnbs. He's got currently 5 Airbnbs. He's in the process of scaling to between 20 and 25. He's got 25 properties he's in the process of rehabbing, but 4 or 5 are already open. And he doesn't want to do his laundry because it doesn't make sense for his Airbnb workers to do laundry. So he wants to drop it off at my facility and he wants to come back and pick it up the next day. He is willing, essentially, with 25 Airbnbs to pay me $1,000 a week, to do his laundry. I'm not going to do it. My attendant will be doing it, and she'll be collecting a nice portion of that $1,000 a week. But then she's in my facility, and meaning somebody's there all day long. We might even open the facility up overnight to facilitate the commercial laundry. So we're just making more money around all the way. So what do you think of buying a vending machine? Worth it. I mean, my vending machines have probably made $25,000, $30,000. So it depends. Is the time that I invested in the vending machines worth it? Sure. Is it the best expense of my time currently doing all the things I'm doing? Probably not. Now, if I'm taking videos of it and I'm doing video content on my vending machines, then it's probably worth it. Oh, crap. I almost broke it. How did I get my start? In real estate, I got my real estate license in 2006. Worked as a real estate agent for several years. Came to the realization that real estate agents were broke and investors, the people that actually owned property, were very, very wealthy. And I said, well, I need to go where the money is. And even at 22, 23 years old, I realized, why listen to broke people that were telling me what to do when I could listen to rich people? So then I started going down that path of getting into investment, property, and real estate and making money. Do I do money laundering too? I don't currently have a need for money laundering. The big thing is, like, if you're laundering money, you're doing something illegal. If you're trying to do, like, I don't even know the call. Some people avoid taxes. And like I said, if we go back to the depreciation comment, if you know how to depreciate an expense rate, then there's really no reason to try and cheat the IRS either, because you can get your total tax liability down a lot. Okay, so here we are with this. We currently have a lot of 20s. And we'll check this here soon. Wow, my viewer list is really odd. How's the video quality looking, guys? Have I ever thought about doing a coffee shop? Absolutely. I've run into people that do coffee shops, and I ran into someone that had a little coffee shop, and they were doing net, not growth, $350K a year off one. If I say that I was on the live when I book a session, there may be a special surprise for you. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you book a call with one of my consultants, you should do that. Jason has good things to say. So if you have an interest in getting coaching and training from me on how to get your laundromat or your car wash, you want to talk business, you want my advice and my personal hand-holding to acquire businesses and real estate, vending machines, laundromats, car washes, check out investmentjoy.com. Would love to have you on. Did I used to make cash with 15, 18? If yes, with what? I ran a paintball store when I was 15 to 18. All right, you want to flip the camera back to the main one? All right, cool. So as it is right now, we've got all of our money Our money is looking good. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this with the audio. Our audio is screwed up right now. You're planning to do drop-off laundry business, just like 2 washing machines, 2 dryers in your apartment, but you're just renting the apartment. Do I think it's a good idea? You want to ask about it? It could be. I would have to understand the numbers a lot better than is it good? I don't know. I've got kids, and I don't even know where they are because they're TikTok kids. They're kids. They're 17, 18 years old, and they're making $5,000 a month by doing laundry drop-off service. And they're to the point that they've scaled as much as they can. They need to buy their own laundromat, which is kind of crazy. So they're in the process of buying their own laundromat because they did laundry drop-off service for somebody else. Can I do it as a full-time job? I would have to understand that. If the automatic car wash bay is giving you so much trouble, why not just turn it into a self-service bay? Because it would be there's no point in doing that. Self-service bays make $2,000 a month on average, and automatics make $8,000 to $10,000 a month. And I would rather have a working $10,000 bay than one $2,000 bay. It doesn't differentiate myself between me and any other car wash in the area. So I'm going in tomorrow, I think, to the bank and see if we can get the loan for the new automatic machine. We were going to put a $300,000 machine in, but I think we're just going to do $200K at this point. Are most of my issues with bad employees or bad customers? I mean, it can be some. No, I don't have employee problems as much as I do like contractor problems. It's very odd. You're currently doing a flower. You don't know about them either. You love my shoe shirt. Shoot, who is this Technoblade shirt? You've been following since I was below 33K subs because that was cool. Pre-October 2019. You are excited to see my growth. Very cool. Thank you. How much do I make a year off one laundromat? I mean, we're doing maybe $50,000 a year off the laundromat, but my laundromat's very small compared to the average laundromat. The average laundromat's like 2,500, 3,000 square feet. Mine's 1,000. I'm trying to get it up to $10,000, $10,000 to $12,000 a month gross, not net. $5,000 a month net, meaning $5,000 in my pocket every month. I know guys that are doing 50 to 55K net off their laundromat every month, and they own multiple laundromats, but they're doing 50 plus off one location, which is incredible. So you're going to go leave the British Army in the next 24 years. This is UK Gold Planning Adventures. Do I fancy being my sponsor for when you apply to immigrate to the United States? I don't know how I can do that if you know me off of YouTube. So, all right, guys, we're going to switch to the other camera in a minute. I'm going to think about this and think very carefully of how do I get the audio feed working properly. Because I'm really, really disappointed because the audio feed's going to start sounding very odd here in a minute because it's going to be using this microphone over there. But we're going to try it, and if it starts getting too quiet, here's how we'll do it. If the audio feed starts getting super quiet, just boost the audio. Okay? Switch to the mobile camera. All right. So here we are. This is my view here on the office, and we're going to grab very good. All right. So we'll go over here to our bill counter, and we're going to set it. This is why I heavily edit videos, because it's going to take me forever to do this because I'm very slow. Auto, manual, once. All right. So here we are. Let me know if the audio's good because Shay will read your comments, and then oh crap, we're already losing money. It's a normal collection for me. Everything's falling apart. Okay, so we've got the ones. We're going to organize them, make sure they're all lined up very well. Man, I'm doing very poorly with this at the moment. Okay, let's try this real quick. All right, there we go. I think this will work now. All right, let's see. This is just with $1 bills, and this is only washer dryer money. So we're going to start this and see how it goes. Very cool. All right, we're going to actually flip this on. We'll flip this on. We'll put some more money in here. So this is what I do as part of my career path. Oh, what did I just hit? It's still a manual, still on $1 bills. So, oh, it's not going to add. Oh, great. We just screwed that one up. Yeah, I hit the add button. That's what it did. All right. Just going to restart again. Oh, we missed one. Give it a pat pat. All right, cool. 186 only in ones. So we're going to put it over here on the ledge, and we're going to go back, and we are going to get the fives. Yeah, let's see. Fives. Oh, I got the tens, and they're organized. We get these two. All right, do we have any comments, Shay?
No, nothing major.
Nothing major? Okay, cool.
Just about that, by the way, the average size laundromat makes $99K a year, so Brandon making that with a small one is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, that blows my mind that they're making that little money. I mean, I wouldn't even do it at that point. That's silly. All right, so cool. So we are at 511. We'll put this over here to the side. We're going to up this up once. We'll do some tens.
Office looking awesome.
Good. I'm glad you guys like it. All right, we're at 10. All right, 671. Not too bad. We'll put that money there. All right. We'll go over here and get the 20s, which, you know, if everything is going right, then the 20s will supersede the amount of money we've done up to this point. That's like usually my goal. I want to do as much in 20s as I do ones, fives, tens. I'm going to take a guess and say we'll be at $1,200. We'll see. I could be wrong. Ooh. All right. I did good. We did exceed that amount. Very good. This is very happy. So, all right. Awesome. So we are at $1,141. But wait, there's more. So we'll go over here. And here is our vending money. These are just ones. So we're going to, I'm not going to do I guess we can do vending alone. All right, manual add value 1. So we're at 1441. Okay, $78, which we knew that was crap anyway, but it is what it is. So now we put the money over here, and it's back to focused. All right, so here's where we get to the part that's always really skittish. So we're going to take our ace bucket. All right, and all right, we're trying not to tip the whole machine over, which can happen. All right. Okay. We got to put this in my hastily manufactured Coinstar with 3 separate Cassida C500s because that was just easier for me to do rather than try and get a Coinstar machine because they are insanely expensive. All right, so everything should go good. Wow. And we have a truly pathetic 493 quarters. We'll run through the nickels. And this tube always gets a little hard and a little weird. That's actually a lot of nickels and dimes here. So we'll start this machine and hopefully everything works good. There we go. Oh, crap. I did it again, guys. I managed to shoot dimes all over my office. So this is a very normal count. All right. I'm now going to try dimes because we've got these all over. All right. So I'm giving up. So we had 78 nickels. That would be $3.90. So close, but not very great. Yeah, well, a lot of them fell off. All right, switch cameras. So there we go. So there's our count. $1,441 as far as washer dryer money goes. That doesn't include the commercial drop off. Last week we did $257 in commercial drop off, and then this year we made another $40-50. So, all right. Out of curiosity, do I follow any startup investors on YouTube, like Car Wash Chronicles? I do watch Car Wash Chronicles every so often. So there we go. That's the total count. Pretty good, I think, generally speaking, for from Friday to Thursday. So that's 6 days. Let's see. Gotta pull up my calculator app. 6 days, but plus vending. So 141 divided by 6. It's not even 6 days because we got the money at noon. So it's really 1441 divided by 5 days. $288. So $288 a day is what our laundromat has done so far, which is actually pretty good. If we could keep up, that's almost $300. It's almost $9,000 a month if we can keep that pace. The new change machine at the location's helping a ton. So we had 1441, and then we had 78. Sorry, 68 or 78. We'll say $75 in vending machine bills, and then another 500 quarters. What's that? I can't even think. $125. So 1641, and we did the last collection last Thursday. So no, we didn't do it last Thursday. Yeah, we did last Thursday. So no, last Friday. So yeah, 5 days, 1641. So a little over $300 after we exclude especially after we exclude cost of goods sold on the vending machines, because my laundromat is very high margin. The average washer that I charge $3 for, if you have ever watched the video I've done on it, I've done multiple videos on it. But when someone washes their clothes in a washer and I charge them $3, it uses about 1 cent, if not half a penny worth of electric. For water usage, my most inefficient machine at actually my $2.50 washer uses more water than my $9 60-pound washer does. The giant one, it uses, I think, 7 cents worth of water. My gigantic washer that we charge $9 for a giant load, it uses, I think, 5 cents worth of water. So in between my maintenance costs, like capital expenditures, my set aside, water, electric, everything, I've got 10 cents, maybe 15 cents on a washer cycle that I charge $9 for. The $3 ones, it's a similar margin on it. Like I spend maybe 12 cents on it after it's all said and done, 10 to 12 cents on it. Then my really cheap washers are probably the same. They're about the same too. The only thing I'm not including there is debt service. Like how much did the machine cost? My big machine was 10 grand. My little machines that are super inefficient are $1,500. So, so someone's asking me how valuable. Someone's asking me I should go through. Oh, if you do want to buy my quarters off me, I will sell you quarters. If that's something that you want to do, you want to go through my quarters. Shay was with us yesterday. Do you remember, Shay, what day it was that we found the silver?
I think it was Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
It was Wednesday. It dropped in. You heard it right away.
Yeah. So Thursday, I was dumping quarters into my bucket or my bag at the car wash, and I heard silver, and it's all live on it's all on the video. It'll be on the video probably next week, probably Friday, next Saturday or Sunday on both YouTube and Facebook. So we did find silver at it. It's $5 or $6. Do I do private coaching? Heather Mack asked me. Yes, I do. I do private coaching at investmentjoy.com. It's private coaching with a course, because one of the weird things that I have is I do private coaching, and like we do a 30-minute intake call and then 15-minute calls till you start your business at investmentjoy.com. And what I do or have to do at this point is I make everybody watch my course material before you call me, or I make you watch most of it. I don't, we've got like 30, 40 hours. No, probably 50 hours at this point of coaching material and training material on investmentjoy.com. And what I do is try to have you go through that, because otherwise you ask a lot of people on my coaching calls. In the past, they've asked questions that I'm like, I've already done a 3-hour dive on this. And it would be better if you'd watched the material and then done coaching with me. So, because then I can kind of coach people through the more finer aspects of things, like how do you do a master lease with an option? How do you convince somebody to write a private mortgage on a property that you want to acquire? How do you go approach an investor and ask them to give you money? Those are like the complicated ones. So yeah, Sack Jack says on YouTube that he runs into people that can coin roll hunt, and I've done that before, and it's fun, but you'll never make money off of it from what I can tell. So if you have any questions, I can try and ask them, but I'm pretty happy with regards to the 1600 and 1650-ish that we did today. So that's pretty cool. The vending machine money is down a little bit, which I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the weather. We've had kind of like a cold snap here in Ohio. It's been in the low 40s early in the morning. So yeah. I mean, I've been coin collecting for probably 10, 12 years. So it's just one of those things where if you enjoy it, it's fun. I'll sell you my bags of consumer coins, but you're not going to make a lot of money off of it. I said in a video that I'm moving away from lower price rentals. That's absolutely true. Do I think I'll have less problems with higher price rentals? Yes. Statistically, the more you charge for a rent, and it aggravates me to no end. You can have a rental, you can charge $500 for it, and you can charge $800 for it. The tenant that you get that's going to pay $800 for that rental is going to be a higher quality tenant than the one for $500. If it wasn't true, I wish I could have figured out how to do it over the past 9 years, but it's just my high price rentals, I never have a problem. Like, I'll get a maintenance call every 6 months. The house is physically the same, but I'll get a maintenance call every 6 months, and I've never had an eviction on my, probably shouldn't say never have had an eviction on my nicer properties, but gosh, it's practically super rare. On my lower price rentals, just because I'm trying to do people a favor and try to help them out by charging them less rent, I have evictions all the time. I've got a $350 rental in Circleville right now, and I just got a call from the government, a local county agency or a city agency, and they were in there, and they're close to condemning the house, and it's all because of the damage the tenant's done to it. And it's like, I remember growing up, and we were in one of those kinds of rentals. I had to live. My brother and mom and dad lived above a coffee shop for a year and a half. Teeny little rental, but it was cheap, practically free, and that was great for us. And I can tell you right now, we took very good care of it. We've always taken good care of the houses we've lived in, but the houses that I rent that are cheap, very few people take care of them. I've got maybe 20% of my cheaper rentals, my low-income rentals, are very well cared for by the tenants. That's why I've only raised rent one time in 9 years. I try to take care of my tenants, but the problem is I don't know essentially why are the tenants that are taking care of my properties good at it, and why do the ones that are bad at it not take care of them? And it's just I am not able to do I'm not able to build a system that helps me do affordable rentals without costing me a ton of money. At some point, I'm going to spend tons of money in AI and artificial intelligence and models to do that, because I want to provide cheap properties. I want to provide affordable properties, but the problem is, like, right at this point, I don't know how to do it without a better system than I have access to. And I've tried everything under the sun. We do paid background checks. I can start charging monthly fees for inspections on properties, but the problem is I have to hire somebody for $50 a month to go out to a property to make sure they take care of it. And even then, if they don't take care of it, the only thing I can do is evict somebody, and it costs me $1,000. So now I'm charging a fee to go and evict them. So it's crazy. Thanks for being Brandon so long, the crazy grandparents. Okay, cool. Yeah, your rarest coin is 1968. My rarest coin is going to be probably a half penny. How do I keep the fleas and bugs I keep from transferring to my home? Because I soak myself. Shay over here, he can chime in if he wants. He can tell you my secret. My secret is to douse myself in flea killers and all sorts of chemicals. It's probably not good for my health, but that's what I do.
I can back that up.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Shay he got a really bad trial by fire the first day he filmed for me. Because we were at a house with one of my YouTube subscribers, someone that I kind of like. I think he's a nice guy, but there's a certain brown biological function that was smeared all over the walls, which we're doing a video. We've either have a video on that or we'll do a video in the future, and it's just like a lot of broken things, a lot of damage. Just a very sad situation, and it's one that I just can't figure out how to control or how to do it. And that's why I'm moving to high-end rentals that make me a lot of money. The car wash prints cash. We do very well with the car wash. Even though the machine breaks down and there's some drama with that, the car wash is easy. It's mechanical stuff 95% of the time. The laundromat is at this point becoming just nothing but mechanical stuff. The people situation's resolved itself almost entirely because I have a person in there that's helping me manage. She actually showed up in the video, Kim. She's my kind of property manager at this point, but she also is helping me deal with laundromat stuff, and she's getting a cut starting this month of the laundromat income. So food grade diatomaceous earth will help with bed bugs. You can actually rub it on my body and sprinkle it on shoes and clothing. We sprinkle it inside walls through outlets too. That is true if your bed bugs are from New York City. If they are from Ohio, diatomaceous earth has absolutely nothing to them. Diatomaceous earth is this wonderful stuff. It's like seashells from eons ago that are crushed up. It's like sand, but for normal bed bugs, it will cause microscopic tears in their body, and it'll kill them, and it will also cause them to desiccate, to dry out. The problem is in the state of Ohio, our bed bugs are of a different variety where diatomaceous earth does nothing to them. The easiest way to kill bed bugs in the state of Ohio is to use, I can never get this right, neocontids. It's essentially synthetic nicotine, synthetic tobacco. It's a poison for them. It's similar to DDT back in the 60s and 50s without any of the kind of crazy health like it doesn't hurt people. It doesn't hurt animals like it does. It's just a engineered, synthetic version of nicotine, and it's harmful to bed bugs. It has a huge residual effect, but it doesn't hurt people. So 20 years ago for bed bugs, you could use Primerthin type products, which are synthetic chrysanthemum. It's an organic compound found with chrysanthemums. But the problem is most bed bugs have already adapted to that. It still works great on fleas. It still works great on flies and stuff like that. But bed bugs are so resilient, it's just you can't use anything to it. Yeah, Jason says that flamethrowers are a solution. It is. Yeah, it is what you deal with. But the bed bug problem in the state of Ohio and most areas has got a lot easier in the past couple years. We've wiped a lot of them out. A lot of landlords have been proactive about treating them. And I'm interested to see what happens because of coronavirus. But the other thing that's really helped, someone's spamming the chat. Oh, did I mean to click that button? I didn't mean to kick you off my channel. I meant to just put you in a timeout. There we go. Yeah. Someone spamming the chat, and I accidentally banned them from live from their channel. I unbanned you from live from the channel. It's just I put you in timeout. So, all right. You've been watching and listening for a while. Great info. I appreciate that, Sackjack. So, Lewis uses the dumpster and get a new mattress method. But if they're in the walls, if you have a bed bug infestation that's bad enough, it'll get in the walls and your outlet covers and other things, and then it's very hard to get it. You want to save and get a laundromat? Cool. I've got several people that have got laundromats at this point. Super cool to be able to help people get their businesses started. It's awesome. I'm going to be doing some traveling this year and next year, meeting the people that I've helped, either they're coaching or I've inspired them or whatever, especially my coaching clients to open up their businesses. I think I'm going to do West Virginia, I got a couple clients in West Virginia. One guy, same town. They don't know each other, but they both watch me on YouTube and stuff, YouTube and TikTok. One guy in West Virginia, he bought 3 apartment complexes with no money down, and then another guy bought a car wash with no money down. So it's super cool. So did I have good credit when I started? I had crap credit. When I started full-time investing, my website business had imploded due to I got this crazy virus on my website business, and I had maxed out all my credit cards. If you know anything about how credit cards work, like if your utilization's 100%, your credit score goes to nothing. So when I started investing, I was like, I can't use my credit. So that's what got me into alternative forms of financing, because I don't deal with banks. A lot of these people watch my YouTube stuff, and I even have some people that I've had to ban from my channel, and they get really angry at me because like, you're in all this bank debt. And I'm like, no, I'm in about $500,000 worth of bank debt. I just did my personal financial rundown. I think I'm $400,000 in bank debt, and then I'm $150,000 in debt on the new machine we just put in the car wash. The rest of my debt or investing that I've done has been all with private money. I don't go to a bank and ask them for money. I call up the landlord that evicted me when I was 6 years old, and I say, hey, I need some money. And he calls me, and yeah, I pay a little bit higher interest rates than I do from a bank, but there isn't a bank on the face of this planet that I'm aware of that you can call them once and say, hey, I need you to wire me $100,000. And they'll say, okay, Brandon, we'll go and wire you $100,000. Now, to bank's benefit, you can get a HELOC or a commercial line of credit. But then what happens is, if you don't pay that off within 1 year, they will kick you out. And there'll be nasty problems if you don't pay that line of credit off, because it's a revolving debt. But with my private lenders, I've got, one guy, it's a 20-year loan below bank rates. With this recession, those kinds of opportunities are going to be out there like everywhere, because just so many banks gave away so much money, and the people that shouldn't have been getting bank loans and should not have been getting bank money, they're going to be in trouble, and they aren't going to know how to hustle to get out of their situation or their problems. I run into so many people that are getting into Airbnbs that they shouldn't be in Airbnbs, because they just don't. They go and buy an Airbnb because they saw somebody else do it, and that's their entire business process. And it's really scary and crazy they're doing that, but it is a situation where there's a lot of opportunity out there. How to get private lenders? I've got this whole big system that I've built. That's what we do. Well, part of the coaching and training we do on investmentjoy.com, but it's just I'm big on building systems and models, like sitting down and say, how do I want to go out and get a private investor for $1 million. Okay. So then you sit down, and this is just the simple overview is, okay, what kind of person has $1 million cash sitting in the bank? You love my shirt. Cool. Very good, Laura. I need to find somebody has $1 million in cash. What kind of person is that? Okay. You figure out what kind of person is that. How would I find that kind of person? You build up a system, and you implement that system, and you just go out and you approach those people. And it's, I think Jason's on the team. I'm trying to think of who the first person that the quickest person that we had that went out and made that call. It was probably Brandon in Michigan. I think it was Brandon in Michigan. He went out the next day, where I just gave him the system rundown. I was like, okay, you need to start going after rich old people. I mean, gosh, should I say that publicly? Go after rich old people. So Brandon and I were talking. I said, like, you need to go after rich old people. Here's what I look for. Here's how I do it. And he showed up the next day and talked to somebody, and they were like, I'll give you $150K. It's like $175K. Just met this woman, and it's amazing. Loan shark, drug dealers, furniture store owners, slumlords. I mean, there's much easier ways than dealing with that. Am I talking about crowdfunding? Not really. I'm talking about going after high net worth individuals and accredited investors and building systems to approach people like that. So, sorry, I asked the same questions you used to hearing the first Laundromat process is getting an LLC. I mean, we have 15 minutes. I can't talk to you. I can't go over LLCs in 15 minutes with you. You have to understand what the function of an LLC is. An LLC is an entity that you manage. Gosh, I don't have 15 minutes to go over this. An LLC is an entity that you manage. You are not an LLC. The LLC is not you. Whether you want to go after a business, a laundromat, it doesn't matter whether you are the manager of an LLC or not. Should you have an LLC? When you buy a laundromat, yeah, probably, but that's not on my radar in the first 3 months of me trying to buy a laundromat. My things, figuring out, understanding how money works, understanding how to get money and go and finance a deal, and then go into deal acquisition. How do I reduce taxes, depreciation? Just go get yourself some delicious depreciation. We talk about we always talk about delicious dollars. You need to get yourself some delicious depreciation. It's the reason that I very much disencourage people with these cash businesses here, these nice cash businesses to report your earnings as best as you can. Report your earnings to the IRS, because the IRS is going to let you take so much in depreciation and expenses off of your taxes that there's no reason to go put money in your pocket, because you can lawfully take those distributions out without paying taxes. And, I'm giving you this really easy, fast rundown. It's more complicated than this, but you got to understand the base concept. So you start taking these deductions and the depreciation and regular business expenses, and you start using things for your business as opposed to you as a person. And then you start to see your tax liability decrease severely. You're never going to get out of paying taxes. That's just life. Two things are certain in life: death and taxes. You're going to always pay taxes. But what happens is people have this idea, well, I have to pay 39.6% of my revenue, the money that comes in taxes. And it's like, no, you don't have to pay 39.6% of your revenue. How about you go out and you start depreciating expenses? How about you go get a competent CPA? How about you build a team with people that can help you? So you understand. Thank you, though. Okay, cool. Question, can you get a small loan? Yeah, you can get a small loan. Go talk to get a business plan together and go talk to high net worth individuals in your community. If you have money, you might have different goals. That's very cool. Louis Betancourt says there's J.G. Wentworth. So, yeah, the Free Money Guys book. Yeah, okay. All right. J.G. Wentworth, he takes 40% or more. Yes. So I'm dealing with that with my dad. I've got a kind of got a potential wrongful death lawsuit involving my dad because he was essentially poisoned and developed an extremely kind of rare cancer. So we've started looking at these J.G. Wentworth guys for my mom, so she can have some money coming in, or it's just some money at some point. And some of those guys take a bunch of money. It's crazy. Whatever came of the Hillbilly 4-screen Jumbotron, it got carried into this office like an hour ago. We've got to figure out how to mount it to the wall here at my studio without damaging it. Do I do live chats often? I do live chats every Thursday from 4 to 5. Yeah, all of those lenders are crooks. I would say a lot of them are very sketchy, but there's going to be people that you can approach once you build a proper system. All they want's a 5% return on their money. Those people are all over the world right now. So you just have to build a system out of approaching people, and you have to go do it. You want coaching and training? I'm more than happy to do that. Would love to have you guys on my team. Jason is in here, and he's part of the team. And then on Thursdays, one of the things that we always do on Thursdays is we do a coaching call. And today we're going to talk about due diligence on commercial real estate, which will be pretty cool. Pretty excited about that one. Want to scan through my Twitch comments really quick. So I have 5 people watching on Twitch. So yeah, 5%. There's people. I mean, I've got people that I have mid 6 figures with. Like they have mid 6 figures with me, and they want way under 5%. So the big thing is, it depends on what their goals are, and it depends on how you can negotiate with people. How do you build value to somebody else? The problem is, from my standpoint, a lot of people don't spend much time figuring out how other people look at life and how they look at things through their life experience. You go out 5 letters a week, junk mail, offering loans up to $100,000. Yeah, but I wouldn't use that. You get into buying assets and buying things of value, like actually have substantial value. It's very easy to ask for money. So how about I loan you $20,000 for a building? Okay, send me the information on the building, Sack Jack. If it's a great building, you can get $20,000 from me. But then my stipulations are going to be like this. You build a system and you become competent. That $20,000 for somebody else is going to be a risk profile like that, and they'll kill for it. They'll fight over your $20,000 deal. What's my thoughts on food trucks? I like food trucks. Oh gosh, go watch last week's live stream. We talked a lot about food trucks. I like it. If you make a good lender of real money, they'll take care of you as well. Yeah. And as time goes on, that's like one of my big goals over 2023 is to become a lender to these people that I'm coaching on investmentjoy.com. Like I'm coaching all these people. We've got quite a bit of coaching clients that I've taken on at this point. We're doing coaching and training. I'm showing them how to go get a laundromat, how to go buy a car wash. Here's how you get the money. Here's what you look for. Here's how you complete a due diligence cycle on it. Here's how you negotiate with the seller. And it's like some of these deals these guys got. We've got one guy in Michigan right now, and it's a car wash with all this real estate, big buildings, and it's just like he's having a hard time going from never owning anything to buying a car wash way nicer than me. This car wash is amazing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm figuring out how to partner with him in Michigan. How do we go in and buy this car wash? So as time goes on, I think next year my big thing is going to be going in, training other people to buy car washes and laundromats and real estate. And then I'm going to go in and get them financed. I'm going to go in and finance them, or I'm going to go in and make sure they have their down payment, seed money, or whatever it's going to take to go and acquire that business. Because once you understand like how depreciation works and you understand how to talk to people, like 90% of it's learning how to talk to people, which is very difficult to do, I guess, especially if, you grew up an introvert like me. It's hard to learn to talk to people, but once you get out there and you do it, it becomes pretty easy. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Yeah, Star Rec 70 cents says start a fund. That's exactly what I'm doing next year. And that the goal with the fund is to go in and finance these deals that we're finding. And it's like, oh my gosh, I get 3 car washes a week for my coaching clients. And ultimately, they're buying a lot of them. They're closing on their laundromats. And we got one guy that I guess bought 3 dry cleaners. I don't know nothing about dry cleaners, but he liked what I talked to him about and kind of how I structure my businesses. And he went out and bought some dry cleaners. So I'm ahead of the game. I'm trying to be. So it's one of those things where I'm trying as time goes on to start the fund, finance the deals I have for people. How do I find laundromats or car washes for sale? I have a system that I've built. We talk about systems. How would you find a laundromat or car wash for sale? Well, knowing that 50 to 70% of real estate and business never is on the internet, you have to build a strategy to go out and find businesses that aren't for sale. Now, here's a secret. Every single one's for sale. That's very hard for people to kind of grasp. Every business is for sale. Because if you're in a business, you're in a business to make money. You don't own a company to go and plant trees for fun. Even if you have a business of planting trees to make the air cleaner, you are doing it to make money, or at least pay yourself something. So every business is in business to make money. So if every business is in business to make money, you understand that concept. Every business is for sale, because then it's about making deals with other people and talking to people. Am I afraid tenants or other people will accidentally break the $5,000 stained glass windows at the house I have? I am. Yes, I am. I'll require the people in that house to have heavy duty renter's insurance. Now, once again, this is why I'm going with nicer tenants. That house is going to be $1,500 a month. It's not going to be an $800 house like I would have done, 4 years ago. That would have been $1,000 house, $800 house. No, it's not anymore. It's a $1,500 house. So that $1,500 house tenant is going to have heavy duty renter's insurance. And if they break that freaking stained glass window, that's $25,000 in my house, in the house they'll be occupying, they're going to pay for it. Their insurance is going to pay for it. So it's just one of the situations, and that's what we'll do. You're out in Cali, theft and vandalism is rampant here. Should you start a business here when some are closing? Yeah, find a need in California and fill it. The big thing is, all business, and I think I said this in the first part of the stream, the premise of every business that's out there is to fill a need for somebody else. You will not make money unless you fill a need for somebody else. Hopefully you understand that. When you find a need for somebody else and you fill it, you'll make money. And if you find a really important need and you can do it at scale, all the money in the world is yours. And till you understand that, it's very hard to build a business that's going to work. And once you come back to systems and processes, it becomes easier. There's things that in communities, I see so many people that have a need for a drywaller, or they have a need for an electrician or a plumber or somebody to go out and mow their yard or go and do small handiwork or clean their gutters or put up Christmas decorations. Or, Cody Sanchez, I saw a video, she had a video about growing duckweed for people that have aquariums. And you can make thousands of dollars a month growing duckweed in your backyard. And it's just, if you can find a need that other people have and fill it, you can make tons of money. Decamp just joined the chat. I just started a laundromat, or I bought somebody else's because it's just a lot cheaper. So sports bets kiosks in Ohio. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? We are taking possession of my coin pusher, which is super cool. So we're going to do a lot of coin pusher videos here soon. You get paid for solving other people's problems. That's a goal of investment. Enjoy making a difference while you're making $1. Yeah. Because, once again, I'll be figuring out how to solve all the housing affordability crap. It's really why I'm trying to make as much money as I can right now. Because once I go out, I can start doing video projects and really screw the government when it comes to housing affordability, because I put a lot of the blame on them. But who's the government consist of? People. So I blame people. So is it expensive to purchase and maintain one? I mean, for laundromats, I mean, what the average laundromat's maybe $300,000. You make the decision whether $300,000 is a lot or not. Weed is legal in the state of Ohio. Yeah, so it's not what you want. I run into people. Yeah, Nunya businesses is very important. I run into so many people that think that, I've got this great idea. A lot of people will value my opinion. It's like, no, your opinion's crap. You have to build a system to figure out whether anybody else has a demand for that. It's like there's a demand for people watching videos where I go and collect money for my laundromats. If it was not important or people did not want that information, then no one watched the videos. I have a video forever ago on buying a train station and fixing it up and turning it into apartments, and no one watched it. Like 500 people watched that over a 2-year period. So there was not a demand for that video that I built. So, and it sucks. I spent a lot of time on that video, but who cares? Like, there wasn't a demand for it. Would there be demand for the video now because I have this audience? Maybe, but I had to build that audience. It's very interesting. Obstacles, you can help you do a little, yeah, okay, Jason's talking to people. What's the album to the left of Bruce Springsteen? I don't even know. Give me a second. Is it Charlie? Yeah, Charlie Daniels. Charlie Daniels Band. I thought it was, but I couldn't remember. So if you want to talk to somebody like Jason today, or Kelly or Eric on the team, go get a hold of them at investmentjoy.com. Would love to talk to you. Try to find need in Pittsburgh. Just get on my live streams. We'll talk about finding needs in Pittsburgh. Housing, certainly one of them. All right, guys, my wife's calling me, and she's probably telling me that they're headed to a friend's house to go eat pizzas. Let's see. She is not texting me about pizzas. I wonder what happened. So I thought we was going to go eat pizzas tonight. Dang it. So, David & Co. Yeah, I'm not too big on David & Co. But can small business loans be beneficial? What's a suggestion? I mean, they can be. Killer talk. Remember for the next few weeks. All right, cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can DM us on Facebook, but my preference is for you to schedule a call with somebody like Jason at investmentjoy.com. Love to talk to you. Love to coach and train you, help you get your business started. I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Knowing how I grew up and not having access to all the wonders in life. So, all right. Thank you. If Shay, you could click the button that says end stream, I would really appreciate it. Shay's been with us. He's been a great help today, and we ended up in some adventures for better or worse. So, all right, cool.